Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, and in today's news, the royal family has had a turbulent few months following the announcement of the royal split back in January. It soon became clear that the Queen knew very little about Harry and Meghan's plans to step down as senior members of the royal family before the Duke and Duchess of Sussex released their statement on Instagram. Now, after taking a closer look at Harry and the Queen at Commonwealth Day service, it seems tensions are still running high behind the scenes. The Commonwealth ceremony was the first time the Queen and her beloved grandson had appeared in public since the news. The Queen and Harry didn't walk in together, but a body language expert between them seemed a lot more than first thought. Patty Wood, body language expert and author of Snap, Making First Impressions of Body Language and Charisma, told Marie Claire how the monarch was really feeling at this moment. Patty said, "The Queen is looking down and not looking at them, and Meghan is smiling. I would say it's fairly genuine because it's made along with eye contact," says Wood. She added, "If you look at her hand, she's holding onto the paper, but you notice how relaxed her fingers are and how open her fingers are? She's not tensely holding the paper. It's very relaxed. That says she's fine. She's okay. It's all good." However, the expert insists the same can't be said for Harry, who seems incredibly tense. But when you go to him, if you look, his head is downcast and he's trying. He looks at his grandmother. "If you look at the eyebrows in that photo, it's concerned," continues Wood. "It's more, you wouldn't know he's the grandson in that photo. You would think he's some kind of subservient in a greater way. It shows a change in his status, his feelings. It's not negative, it's just revealing." Meanwhile, Meghan and Prince Harry have accepted an invitation to visit the Queen at Balmoral this summer with their son Archie. The Duke and Duchess will join the Queen in Scotland in the summer and bring Archie with them, the Sunday Times has reported. It comes after claims earlier this month that the Queen and other members of the royal family were very sad and despondent that they had seen so little of Meghan and Harry's son, who was born last May. The monarch met him days after his birth at Windsor Castle. However, she was not able to attend his christening 2 months later, as she was in Sandringham. The head of state was also said to be disappointed last summer when Meghan and Harry snubbed Balmoral. Instead, they took Archie, who is the Queen's 8th great-grandchild, to holidays in Ibiza and Nice by private jet. Meghan and Harry's son is only known to have met his cousins, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, at a polo match last July. And when the Sussexes returned to the UK farewell tour, they are thought to have left Archie in Canada with his nanny and Meghan's best friend, Jessica Mulroney. He has spent the past few months on Vancouver Island, where the Sussexes have been staying in a £10 million mansion. That is all for today's news. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next video.